and whatever I see is smiling at me. Love is who I am. Hello there, beloved Ascension pioneers, and welcome to this very short video update here with me in the Alps. So I want to bring your focus and attention to a light activation I recorded just recently. It was very dramatic and spontaneous because I was on a run and I was thinking about how many feelings that we're receiving are actually not of our own still, because of what I talked about in my, well, one of my Ascension updates at least, about transmutation and energy mastery and all of that. And I spoke about the art of transmutation, and a lot of you said, wow, you know, this is something I've had as an experience throughout my whole life. So I want to say that a lot of us are learning the simplicity of our energy mastery, how to attain that, because it's becoming very important in regards to what I shared in the previous video on enlightened soul partnerships, evolutionary soul partnerships. So as we're going through these partnerships, we're finding out that through many soul contracts and agreements, we're actually, as volunteer souls specifically, and those of you who are completing your karmic cycles, learn from that. Moving on, you're going to have to, in a way, well, it's not a have to, but you're just naturally going to be involved in a greater light work capacity. So what this means is that you've been transmuting, and a lot of us already, as we've completed our own healing, but not just that, a lot of us throughout our entire lifetime, we've been doing that kind of alongside our own healing, transmuting the energies at large. So in this activation, actually Spirit addressed the simplicity of how we're doing that work, how to attain it in the most simple way possible, because it can be very, very simple when we actually learn. So we only have to understand the correspondent energy essence of who we are. So when we truly and fully know our own essence, we will know that when we create a space of void, and I'm not talking about emotional denial and not facing our feelings, I'm talking about whatever kind of feelings they are, yours, something you've absorbed, something you've take upon yourself as an absorption to transmute it later on in your soul evolutionary dynamics. It means that we have to first feel the feelings, but then we have to emotionally detach from them, because in that space of the void, clarity will come. And the thing is that through the neutrality of that absolute essence of divine love, that transmutation happens the fastest. So that means that we're learning how to go along the way so that we don't necessarily anymore become involved with too many feelings of other people. We're just doing the work. So the focus is supposed to be, because there's going to be more and more people involved in that work. The earth is shifting, and we're helping the assistance of these vibrational patternings. We're reassigning them. We're kind of like timeline shifters in a way by doing that transmutation work. So what's happening is the power of transmutation is growing, but it cannot grow without our conscious awareness of how this is done. So in the activation, I really recommend it. The link is shared down below. The activation is just simple guidance through how you can amplify and how you can actually attain this in your own reality. You can assist yourself and of course others, because we're here as one being, just walking these different multiple paths. The more awareness we have, the more we can assist the whole. So the power of transmutation is growing, as I've said. For volunteer souls, we've been doing this our whole life. For those of you completing your inner healing, your self-healing journey, a lot of you are doing that, and I've talked about this for a while now, that there's a certain self-mastery being completed here. You're going to be assigned to a greater capacity of your work. So how to do that? It's best attained by the knowledge of the self and how this is done. So one first simple rule: emotional detachment. After you felt the feelings, knowing yourself and feeling how do you usually respond to something, and then when you come in interaction with someone, specifically, I'm going to give you one example. Let's say I'm in interaction with someone, and that happened to me recently. Someone who's very happy, very joyful, whatever, you know. The person, when you're actually spending time with them and exchanging energy, you're getting to feel into their conscious self. But they also have these subconscious, or maybe some of the suppressed feelings they have down there. And when you disconnect from them, or when you leave, when you each go your separate way, you might feel different feelings than you felt when you were just consciously exchanging energy. So I've had this feeling, it's like shifting from this happy state into what's this sadness coming through? I couldn't understand it every time. It happened twice. And then I started thinking, why do I always feel sad after, you know, disengaging from that person I couldn't understand? Then I'm like, of course, because I went into that void and I asked, you know, and asked, what are these feelings there? And sometimes we ask and we kind of want to stick into the pot too much, but there's nothing there. That means like stir the pot, nothing's really there. You know, you're just going to create a lot of more drama than unnecessary. So it's becoming so important that we get to understand this. So when I learn how simple it is to shift the energy, is just by becoming aware of it. By asking the feelings. If you're not getting any guidance, don't beat yourself up and say, I'm not getting any guidance, what's there? I have something suppressed. Well, a lot of the times, no, there's nothing there, but you're you're tapping into what that person might have suppressed or what they have been going through. If you're somehow guided to this video, you must be on this evolutionary timeline, this work of engaging. It will help you by becoming just simply aware of that. So when I was aware of that, I knew, wow, it's nothing mine actually. Okay, whew. It was one of those, phew, okay, I'm just gonna transmute it, thank you, just give it to me, you know, give it to me, baby. I can do it. Because why we do it, it's not because we're poor and people say you didn't protect yourself, you absorbed, blah blah blah. This is old stuff. A lot of us are doing this because we've assigned ourselves to do it, because we know how. And the easiest way how to do it is become a master of energy, and I've talked about this years, okay? So a lot of us are at this point when it's no longer about talking, we're simply walking that. It's becoming a reality now, and sometimes things on earth are not just about what we're going to manifest in our lives, personal lives, this and that. They're more planetary, they're more global, they're more what can we do here together, how are we transmuting so much of this energy, because we're bringing a certain quotient of light that hasn't been here before, not just on earth but also through our human interactions, okay? So why is this important? Well, because we're one being, and it's not like we're sacrificing ourselves for another. It might feel like that when you're unconsciously doing that work, but the more conscious you're becoming in that metamorphosis through transmutation, it's in a way alchemy through transformation. So you actually get transmutation, you're changing basic structure of a certain energy and making it into another alchemical form. So go to my page, take the activation. All my activations are the same energy exchange. I try to make them available for everyone, especially those of you who can't at this time or not guided to have my courses, whatever. The courses are more advanced in the way through teaching, but activations are powerful tools as well. But sometimes, you know, people don't know that on my page, when you have my courses, you have to scroll down to the very bottom, because if you want to take all of them together, I have these discounts, energy discounts. So there's a lot less you pay as an energy exchange when you get all together. So there's different packages, like multidimensional ascension package, divine heritage, well, galactic heritage package, things like that. Okay, so I wanted to put this out in case those of you don't know. But also, very good update. This is my birthday week, and it started very beautifully. I had such an amazing day. Beautiful new energy wave coming to the planet this week. Well, every week there's a new, every week, every day, every minute, every hour, every now. It's amazing if you're connected to energy. You're feeling how it's moving in spirals up and down. And sometimes you're feeling more blissful, sometimes you're feeling reactive to the energy. And a lot of people are fear-mongering about the energies. Well, if you've done your work, you're basically going to feel more and more blissful than just reactive to energy, because you've done the work. And if you find yourself on the other end of the line, well, do the work. Take the courses, watch these videos. Sometimes, you know, recently I've been flooded by emails. Well, not flooded, I'm kind of overreacting a bit. It's that kind of day, drama day. But sometimes people write to me, hey, I don't have money, can you do a session with me for free, blah blah blah. The thing is that, you know, I believe in conscious energy exchange, but the thing is like this, okay? I gotta say something. Recently I read in Selva Kelly's book that there's always a certain something we have to offer, you know, as per bonus, and that he offers that as 10%, yeah, 10% of his content for free. And that for me is little, because I'm not sure, I don't know them how they work, but for me it's little because I have a different system. So I function more, and that's what it works for me for now. So I'm keeping that because it makes me joyful, and that means I'm on the right path. I'm listening to spirit. So I'd rather put, as you know, most of my content, which is way beyond, way above 50% for free, because of these times, because it's so intense, and because a lot of people need it and they're learning, but you need to learn how to apply it to your reality. And some people are lazy and they don't want to go through the videos. They, not just mine, you know, there's much content available right now. There's so much pouring through at this time, and some people are lazy and they want to just personal work and just focus on them, and they want it for free as well. So the thing is that I rather keep this format of giving most of my content for free, which means not freely, but it means it's per donation. So those of you who are guided to put energy exchange, please do so if you feel inspired. But what it means is that the rest I have to have also for my personal work, which is my art, my sessions, and so I rather keep the sessions at minimum, so the price and the energy exchange I have for the sessions have to be equal for everyone, because I believe in equal rights. So someone has it for free and the other one's like, okay, then why, you know, I don't want people spreading online, Polona does sessions for free, everyone, come on, you know, I already have so much work, I'm busy all the time. So I wanted to explain this because most of my content is already going out freely, sharing with everyone. So this is how Spirit guides me, and I'm always somehow supported, protected. Sometimes nothing comes and then something comes, and things come and go. Energy change comes and goes. But this is my format and I'm keeping it for now. So I wanted to kind of explain why it is like this for me, because of my guidance. So I don't do free sessions, but these are free videos. There's so much online. Just don't be lazy, you know. Stop procrastinating and do something about yourself, and learn to do application into your personal lives. It's not that hard, you know. It might look at the beginning when you're like, oh my god, it's just me in the world. Well, it's not like that. And start connecting to people, start going to online communities or whatever. There's so much support. This is a part of our transmutation as well. Okay guys, so be conscious, do the work. That's what I wanted to share. So this week I'm plugging off for my birthday week. It started so beautifully. I'm gonna go to some of the mountain locations. So signing out for this week. I'm gonna see you as soon as I can after my birthday, which is Thursday on the 15th of September. It's always been like that for 33 years. My gosh, I'm old. But I love this number. It's 33. What can you say? It's mastery number, and I keep seeing this number everywhere. It's funny, right? There's this bridge here in the village, and every time I cross it, it's not a joke. Every time I cross it for the past few weeks, a car goes by with a 33 license plate, or 133. And last time I even showed it my mom. We were on a bikes, right, passing through it. She was like spooked out. She's like, what? For real? I'm like, yeah, you see now? It's happening. It's happening. So this is a special week for me. If you're guided to donate something, as you know, from the heart, thank you so much. I love you all. I especially love your feedback, all the reports about how you're ascending, what you're experiencing. Thank you so much. But please keep it short at the minimum. Some people write me long letters, like whole stories from their lifetimes. I saw a lot for me to read. I'm very busy. Please try to understand that. So the longer emails take me a long time to get through, and sometimes I can't even read it all because it's so much. I have to really go through what's important, right? I have to balance it out. It's my life. So please understand if you writing long emails might take me longer time to reply. It's how it is. So thank you for understanding, and it's just how it is. We're free beings. We love each other. We support each other. That's what's important now most. So the support I get through these light activations is kind of like very important. People always report to me that I love the light activations, that they're very powerful. Well, I hope so. I created them with the help of Spirit, and I hope so. I hope they assist you. And as always, so much love, wisdom, and power. I'll see you soon. I'll see you next week. Lots more work for me to do by the end of September, getting our ducks in a row at this time. Powerful transformation times, 999. Remember, every year September, it's portal of 99, and this year it was a 999, so it's super powerful. Complete yourself in what you're culminating in, and don't be afraid to step into the new, beyond the norm. I love you all so very much. Love, wisdom, and power as always. Take care, and signing out. Bye.